What's up everybody, AnOldSchoolPro here, and welcome back to another League of Legends video. I know I've been inactive for quite some time now. I took a break from League and I got busy with some other life stuff, but I'm back for good now, better than ever, and I'm ready to play some fucking UDYR. So now that preseason's been out for a while, I've been doing some experimenting with UDYR, what his builds slash playstyles are going to be for this new upcoming season. I've noticed that early game is more important now than ever this season, which is why I've been changing up my playstyle to fit the early game now. I'll be going over the best runes, builds, and playstyles for UDYR that's been working really well so far in this preseason. Let's get into it. So for the runes, my favorite rune page right now on UDYR would have to be this one with Aftershock. Aftershock, if you don't know what it does, after applying softer hard CC on an enemy champion, you gain armor and MR for 2.5 seconds. After those 2.5 seconds, you'll deal an AoE magic damage to any nearby champions. The reason this is so strong right now, especially on UDYR, is because you don't have to worry about building tankiness in the early game. You don't have to worry about getting killed early game for the most part because of this rune page. You can just focus on building damage and snowballing your team with early game ganks. So after Aftershock, I go Demolish, so you get that extra damage on the turret, so you can get the turret plating gold early game. I go Conditioning, so your tankiness scales later into the game, and then I go Unflinching, so you get that extra tenacity, so you don't get CC'd later into the game. Second tree, I go Precision with Triumph and Alacrity, and for the last three, I go for the 10% attack speed, the plus 10 adaptive force, and the plus 5 armor, so I can clear my camps easier early game. So for the other rune page that I also really like on UDYR would have to be this one with Conqueror. I personally have been liking Conquerors much more than PTA for this upcoming season. I feel like I deal more damage, and I think that's partially because of the 20% true damage that's converted from any damage you deal to champions, which is just part of the rune. After that, you can go Triumph, Tenacity, and Coup de Grace. And of course, for the second tree, go Resolve, and make sure you go Conditioning for the turret damage. For the starting items, we're going to go Hunter's Machete, Refillable Pot, and a Warden Totem. The reason we're going Hunter's Machete over Hunter's Talisman is because of the lifesteal you get from Machete. That will help us in the early game to come out the jungle more healthier, so we're able to gank and invade more efficiently. The way you'll do your first jungle path will depend on a couple things. Number 1, where the enemy jungler is starting, and number 2, what lane or lanes are you trying to gank early game. If you're able to invade or predict where the enemy jungler will start, you should try to invade their own buff at either level 1 or level 2 after you do one of your own buffs. If you're not able to invade their jungle in the early game, just continue farming in your own jungle and start looking for lanes to gank. Make sure you level up Bear Stance level 2 so you're able to gank and duel right off the bat. Whenever you successfully ganked one of your lanes, see if you're able to keep pushing and get some damage on the turret with Demolish so you can get that turret plating gold. Don't forget to keep invading the enemy jungler when you can to starve them. Of course, you still need to know when invading is okay and isn't. If you've been invading frequently so far into the game, they'll probably start warding their own jungle to see where you are and pick you off. Also, be careful if you don't have any vision when you're invading. You could get caught in a bad situation and end up feeding. Okay, so to summarize, the best runes on UDYR right now are Aftershock and Conqueror. In the jungle, you want to try to invade early game to steal the enemy jungler's buffs and camps to starve them. Then look for ganks and snowball off of that. Hope you guys found this early game guide helpful for this new upcoming season. If you guys want more guides and content, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.